the top with 114 against KCC. Asif Khan 106 against 11 Ace. Usman Khan 105 against 7 Districts. Usman Khan again 90 got yesterday against Sona Golden Diamonds. Khalid Shah 84. Ali Imran Zaidi 80 against IGM. Amar Badami got 78 unbeaten day before yesterday against Future Mattress. Furkan Khalil's 37 against GCC was brilliant. Shrey Sethi 63 not out. And Ahan Fernandez 62, which again got day before yesterday. As I was talking about how important these games could be, Interglobe Marine have won both the matches they've played so far. 7 districts have won 2 as well, but they would, this is their last game, they would want to get up to 6 points because they don't have a great net run rate. Well, the players are getting ready for action to begin. We'll dive into a short break, and when we come back, we'll have live action. Right then, we are set for action to begin here. And it is going to be IGM will be batting first. Asif Khan, the man. He can be so very dangerous if he gets going. And more often than not, he does get going. Hafiz Almas will be taking the new ball. Alongside me in the com box is KR Nair. Well, in for a big score, it seems.
Let's see. Thank you, Nishant. When Asif Khan is out, actually, like we call King Kohli, we should call him King Khan because the kind of shots he plays and the innings he displays and wins the matches. He has been remarkable. And along with him is Hamid Khan. The two Khans give breezy starts. And most of the time, the breezy starts is what leads the team to victory. We can be assured of a quick start. That is the hallmark of this partnership.
Yes, both are very dangerous. And just as you say that, first ball that has been struck away for a boundary here. Excellent start, as you mentioned.
Their motto is, I think, hit the ball and keep hitting, I think. That is like Sehwag said, a ball is bowled to be hit, not defended.
Yes, and that's why some people think cricket is very simple. All you have to do is see ball, hit ball.
But to see and hit also, your basics has to be correct. You have trained for that. It's not that simple hitting, it's perfect hitting. That is played. See, that's once you hit a boundary and then you play with the respect, a good delivery. That's what he has done.
Yes, and Hamid is also a very dangerous batsman. If he gets going up front, he can be absolutely lethal.
This pair stays in 4 overs, 50 runs, even more than that. Really remarkable batting.
Short ball, he looks to pull there, gets it straight down the ground, and will just be a single. Now Hamid Khan, he did hit a couple of boundaries very early in the innings in the previous game.
He enjoys going for his shots. Let's see, Almas can contain them. It's not easy to bowl against these two and have less than 10 runs and over.
A lovely pickup shot. That's four. What a shot that is from Hamid there to get off the mark. Both the batsmen off the mark with the boundary of the first ball.
It's like squatting a fly, that boundary was hit. You bowl on my leg, there it goes.
Yes, utter disdain in that shot. Almas, he'll be thinking what to do next. Well bowled, very well bowled. Good change of pace there. And when you are up against such batsmen, well, it doesn't matter whether you're bowling up front or you're bowling at the death, you need to do different things. And you see a change of pace in the first over itself.
That's the way to trap these batsmen, because they sometimes get committed to their shots, and that's how you can get them out. You have to have all the tricks to contain them, but if you bowl one of those ordinary deliveries, you can pick it up from the boundary, either from outside or from the rails.
Short and wide. He's gone for the uppercut there.
I think umpires are checking.
He's very happy with that. So that is the end of the over. First over bowled, it's 9 without loss. Right then, it's Haider was decided to take the responsibility of bowling the second over. Left arm orthodox bowler.
The bowler who has bowled 7 districts to victory. Very intelligent bowler. A bowler who can contain the batsman. Can he do it today?
That match against 11 ace. Bowled a brilliant last over. Nicely bowled. Asif Khan is someone who will, initially at least, not play very risky shots.
It's not just hitting like any ball, but he picks the right ball, you know. See. But wherever in the length, you can be assured that it could be out of the ground or crash into the boundary.
As you give him a little bit of width also, he'll be ready to punish. Nicely bowled, nicely bowled. 3 dot balls here from Haider.
It's like a hat-trick to prevent Asif Khan from taking any run. Asif Khan wanted a single. Asif hates being tied down too. You know, when this pair is batting, even one maiden over is not a problem. They will make up in the other.
Yes, and that's why it's not a bad idea to really watch out Haider.
Yes. That's superb bowling from Haider.
4 dot balls here. 6 fielders inside the circle on the offside.
Something unusual is happening in the middle.
Something's going to give here. Tucked away. Single taken. Now Hamid. The good,
Let's see how he is being tested.
the good thing is that Asif Khan is off strike, so the pressure of the 4 dot balls is not on the batsman right now.
Yes, exactly. No, these pair is so used to hitting 10 runs, 12 runs and over. So when only 2 or 3 runs come, it is a whoa.
Short ball, cut away nicely, beats the fielder inside the circle. Might well be a couple of runs. Could be trouble. No, it won't be.
They make it easily.
Very good over this from Hafiz. Just the 2 runs, 3 runs in fact coming from it. And at the end of the second over, it's 12 without loss.
Almas to bowl the next over with a bit of advice from Haider. Two overs. Maybe this pair usually will be around 20 runs, but to have only 12 runs is a bit different.
So now Asif Khan on strike. We'll enjoy the pace on the ball. Ball coming onto the bat. Punched away off the back foot, straight to the fielder. And as a bowler, when you're bowling dot balls, even then, your heart must be beating very fast because you would feel that any moment now Asif Khan might just want to go after me.
It's like bowling against a ticking bomb. Any time it can burst. But you have to keep it under control.
Yes, the bowlers are worried when he starts hitting boundaries. Bowlers are worried when he's playing out dot balls.
Yes.
Only time the bowlers are not worried if he's back in the pavilion. That's it, back past the bowler. This is the second time he has hit one there in that direction without timing it.
Do you know, till shorter formats came, most of the time batsmen used to say that they fear a bowler. Now, after this, now it has come a stage where bowlers are afraid of batsmen.
Yes, I'm pretty sure you've been covering cricket for such a long time. If we go back to the late 90s, even early 2000s, 9 runs, 10 runs needed of the last over, the pressure was on the batsman.
Of course.
But now, even if you need 15, 16 in the last over, the pressure is on the bowler. And that has been swatted away like a fly. That will reach the fence.
A slight wavering in length. See, you bowled a shot to him and it went. The other two deliveries were bowled on a good length. Nothing happened. This is what happens to this pair. Anyway, you waver your length, you can expect the ball to race to the boundary. And if it is very short or well up, you can be assured the ball will be out of the ground.
Yes, let's see how do they go about it from here on. What is the power play score? That is what I'm interested to see. That is what I'm waiting to see, really. Again, a little change in pace there. That's slogged across the line. Fielder in the deep will cut it off. They'll pick up 2.
It's always good to watch when two aggressive batsmen are in the crease. Years ago, we always enjoyed Greenwich Games. You know, those days, you knew that there will be short of a delivery, you can see them sailing over. Then things changed. Many came in. There is beautiful shot, beats the fielder, races to the boundary, Haider cuts it off, and they go for 2.
Good running between the wickets there. Of course, then Hayden Gilchrist tormented the bowlers big time. Jayasuriya and Kaluvitharna.
That is the one which started the pinch hitting. Actually, the pinch hitting started with
Mark Greatbatch in the 92 World Cup.
Yes.
Pinch hitting with Mark Greatbatch. Off spinner opening the bowling with Deepak Patel.
That's the time we wondered what kind of hitting is this? And this time hit it high and it goes over the roof for a mighty 6. Have they started the ball fetching spree?
Yes, cracking shot to finish the over then. It's 27 without loss in 3. So Haider will be bowling his second over. Normally he prefers to bowl just one. Keep his overs up his sleeve whenever he wants to bowl, whenever he thinks things are going out of control, he can come in and bowl an over. Nicely bowled. Asif Khan taking his time here.
To keep Asif Khan on check is remarkable. See, Armas last over. Had he bowled not that short deliveries, it would have been excellent. But then here you pitch it up, this is what happens.
Cracking shot there from Asif Khan. Coming down the track, going over the top and getting 6 runs.
You pitch it up, you pitch it short, well, it is at your own risk.
Very little margin for error. And that's cut away. And the fielder does well to make the save there. That'll be a dot ball.
Otherwise, that was a sure 4. Brilliantly stopped. The power of that cut almost brought the fielder down. And this time, straight to the same area, but no run.
So, dot ball, 6. Dot ball, dot ball.
Haider has bowled brilliantly. Oh, that was
Stumping chance missed.
I think it is a stumping chance.
Yes, stumping chance missed.
That was a big loss. He came out, I think, a bit, missed the line. Powerfully punched, no run.
He hasn't been able to pierce that offside field at all.
So 4 overs up, 33 for no loss. Usually when this pair is batting, 4 overs is nearly 50 runs. And this has not happened mainly due to Haider, who has bowled 2 overs for 9 runs, which is remarkable against 2 of the hardest hitting batsmen.
And what is interesting is that number of dot balls he has bowled. Out of 12, he has bowled 9 dot balls.
Superb.
Fresh over to begin. And hasn't timed that one. Just gets it past the fielder at mid-on. Might not reach the fence. But they will pick up 2. Yes, they do.
A risky shot. Had the fielder been a bit towards the left, he could have reached it. But then, very well calculated shot.
Oh, that will be a wide. Too far outside the off stump there.
Shahid. Bowls.
Off the toe end, off the bat there. And that will run away to the fence for 4. Very unfortunate for Shahid. But IGM won't mind it.
Can we call it towed away to the boundary?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, everyone. Happy with a thumbs up. They said thumbs up, but at the center is taste the thunder.
Yes, absolutely. Very thunderous batting.
Yes.
Again looking to go for that slap, and that has been called a wide.
Angling away. But if it would have been a little more towards the batsman, Hamid was ready to hit it out. So it is best that it swung away.
Hasn't timed this one and manages to hit it over the top. That's another boundary.
Well, I should say it's a safe shot because there was no fielder and it went to the boundary.
Runs beginning to flow now. Yeah, looking at another big total on the board.
Unless and otherwise this opening partnership is removed, can never say that you got back into the game. There it is, hit. There goes. Bowl shot and you will pay the price.
Yes, a poor delivery indeed. That was nicely struck. That's 50 up for IGM with that boundary.
50 in 4.4 overs. Electrifying start. Yes. What happened?
That has been absolutely hammered through the offside for a boundary.
I wonder it hit the head and went. I have a feeling, yes. So powerful was that hit. What happened there? Ooh. I think it...
Oh, he's hit Shahzad on the head. This is not a good sight at all.
Oh, that hit the head and went to the boundary.
I mean, can just imagine how hard it must have hit his head. that it still managed to travel to the fence for 4.
I saw him clapping his, head, holding his head when the shot was played. But it was so powerful, I didn't know. It hit his head. And he's being taken away. As per the rules now, if you hit in the head, concussion thing, you have to sit inside for a short while.
Oh, well, is there blood?
I don't know whether there is. That was. I think so. That was.
Expensive over this from Shahid. 21 runs conceded already. But I think everybody at this point in time will be more worried about what has happened to Shahzad Ali.
Yes. Hyder Ali trying to explain to Shahid that you bowled short or you bowled well up. You had it. And there.
And he goes for it again. It's going to be another boundary. The 2 good overs of Hyder have been made up for with this 25-run over. 5 overs bowled. It's 58 for no loss.
Today it looks like Hamid has told Asif Khan to stand and watch me play the shots, because last match it was Asif Khan who burst and hit powerfully. Whoever bowls, one thing is very clear. You pitch short or pitch up, it's up, it's out.
And the batting that they have today is absolutely phenomenal. They've still got Yasir Kaleem. They've got Rizwan CP tonight. They've got Sandy.
Oh,
Any total is possible from here on.
incredible.
Abdul Ghaffar is going to bowl his first over here. Last over of the power play. This pitch is so mysterious, Kiar. Well, yesterday and day before yesterday, 200 plus runs were scored. Today in the morning, 120 was difficult. And now again, we are looking at a big total. Wide outside the off stump, he has just slashed hard, and that's gone for 6. What a strike from Asif.
He's on fire today. There it sails for a 6. What a shot. As we have repeatedly been saying, you pitch it up, you go and take it from outside the boundary. As Abdul Bal bowls, this is the delivery that is needed. Ball should either come in, make him play, not hit, which is not easy as we say. But then Hyder showed how to contain the batsman with those type of deliveries.
That's a little bit of a bumper there.
These are deliveries that can get you out too. You try that kind of shots, can take the edge. Abdul Ghaffar. Long arms, long legs. All the traits of a pacer. Good run up. Flicked away. Just a single.
No, they don't take a single, it seems.
They didn't take a... Yeah, I can see that. There was enough time, but I thought, why? When boundaries are coming, why should they run risky singles?
Short and wide outside the off stump. Asif Khan thinks that was too high. The umpire doesn't.
Wanted to steer it over to third man region. If connected, it will go, because Abdul has the pace. Played on the leg side, they will just get a single.
And are there overthrows? No, not quite. So that will be the end of the power play then, with that quick single taken.
$64 for Nalos.
That's the power play, a bit of a mixed bag for the bowlers. Up front, they were in the first over taken for runs. Then Haider bowled a very good over. And then, of course, it was all about the opening duo. Just played some brutal shots. Offside play at its best. 42 of 14 for Hamid. As we see Rais coming into bowl. Should be interesting.
Can Rais strike? Now that's shot and hit away. But there is a fielder. So just gets a single.
That brings Hamid on strike. He's been off strike for a bit.
Beautifully hit. Just a single.
It's just a single again. Asif Khan. 21 of 23. Not his kind of numbers. Shortish. That's been pulled, comfortably done. Between the two fielders there, they will still only manage to pick up a run.
As long as only singles are taken, it's tramp for the bowling side. So with 3 balls, Rais has done that. Let's see what happens to his fourth delivery.
Short ball goes for the cut, gets it over the third man fielder, short third in fact, and he'll get a boundary.
The mistake he committed was bowled too short, allowing him to take the liberty to play it over the point and to the boundary.
Yes, too short and a little too wide as well. Shot again. That's pulled. But he hasn't timed it well. Doesn't matter. He has placed it very well. That's 50 for Hamid. And what a quick fire 50 that is from him.
17 balls, 51. What a remarkable matting. That is inner edge, beats the keeper, might at least get 2. So 75 up of 7 overs. Asif Khan on 22 and Hamid on 53 of just 18 balls.
Right then, Wajid comes in to bowl the 8th over. Does have a very good in-swinger. A natural in-swinger. And a change in voices as well, as we get the company of Azhar for the next few overs. Welcome back, Azhar.
Thank you, Nishant. And must say, the evening is just getting better. What a display of skill this by Hamid and well supported by Khan. IGM 79 for no loss, 7 overs. Dream start for them, 11 runs per over is their run rate. Wajid will need to, there, that's another misfield. A wide converted to an extra run, 2 runs.
Yes, so that will be another extra run.
Can we expect another 200 plus score here? Captain Asif was very clear from the very beginning at the toss that this wicket is a dream wicket to bat, and that is exactly why he said that. With shots like that coming from Hamid, you can only expect more and more.
Yes, a lovely shot there. Another boundary.
Hamid's on a mission. I think he wants to beat Ronak's high score of 114. He's enjoying himself. A lot of batting still come for IGM. They can afford to take chances now.
Oh, he's gone straight down the ground. And just wide of the fielder there. That's 6.
Yes, indeed. Hamid dealing with boundaries. And it seems like there's nothing that can be done by any of the bowlers from 7 districts to stop this carnage.
And coming to think of it, Asif Khan has yet not started. And he goes again.
That's high. This could be an opportunity. Is he taking it? Absolutely well done. What a catch.
That's brilliantly caught. Hamid has done his job though. Strike rate of almost 300. The way he has batted is absolutely phenomenal, but looks like the umpire wants to check. Is it? No, maybe not. I think it's clean.
Well taken there. Not the easiest of catches. He judged the height quite well, covered a lot of ground. Important wicket, and 7 districts overjoyed. Finally, they get the breakthrough. Hamid departs for 63 of 22 deliveries. The score now stands for IGM at 91 for 1. Yasir comes on to bat for IGM. Yasir Kaleem, who has come out at a stage well set for him. 91 runs in just 7.5 overs scored by IGM.
He's batting of the highest order, if you ask me. Full delivery. Yasir Kaleem drives. Comfortable single taken. That will be the end of the over. 8 overs bowled. It's 92 for 1.
So 92 for 1 is the equation. 8 overs bowled, and so far it has been IGM all the way, utilizing the power play so brilliantly. Some of those shots were out of the stadium. Hamid has started off IGM brilliantly, and it would be up to the rest of the batsmen to carry it along. They do have a deep batting lineup. Yasir, Asif, then after that, of course, there is the UAE star CP Rizwan to come as well. I think that IGM will be looking for a score in excess of 200.
Excellent delivery there.
Yes, it's a must-win match, I would say, for 7 districts, and so far it hasn't gone their way. Of course, that brilliant catch taken to dismiss the explosive Hamid, very important wicket. Asif still staying steady, 24 of 25.
Nicely tucked away there by Yasir Kaleem. Will pick up a single again. He's someone who can up the ante. It'll take a little bit of time to just get his eye in. I have a feeling that this is just the perfect time for Asif Khan to cut loose. And I was just saying that he has not yet started. Good time for him to start. So if he can get some big shots by the time Yasir gets his eye in, we are in for another huge total.
Yes, he was just doing the supportive role for Hamid for quite some time. And just played it along, no risky shots. But now that the field restrictions are over, it will be quite interesting to see his approach. And he cuts it on the offside for another single. So I think IGM will be looking forward to containing the innings for another 4 overs, score about 25 to 30 odd runs. Try to keep that run rate in the 9-run figure. 9 runs per over figure until the 14th or 15th over. They can still easily cross 200 if they do that.
Down the leg side, they will pick up another easy single. So this is a good over. Just the 3 runs of the 4 balls bowled so far, and looks like he's hurt himself there. That's the second injury.
Yes, of course, the first one rather quite intense. I just hope he's okay. Shehzad hit on the head, but he picked himself up. That's always a good sign, of course. An interesting match this. IGM well positioned in the points table as well. 7 districts wanting a win, requiring a win to keep themselves safe.
Yes, both the teams would want to win, get more points.
Yes, can Ghaffar strike a wicket? But no, that was wide and well taken by the keeper there. That was flying, jumping towards his left. Beautiful. And that is a textbook wicket keeper's jump, I would say. Could have well found itself to the boundary. And excellent work there from Farman Ali.
Yes, very good save. Back of a length, that's pushed away. They will pick up a single.
Ghaffar trying to mix things up. This one was a rather shorter delivery, did not move much. The previous one, which was a wide, had really good movement in swinging. If he can manage to keep that wicket to wicket, he might be able to trap Yasser, who's still not settled. Just 4 deliveries faced. And a similar looking shot for another single.
9 overs bowled. It's 98 for 1.
So 98 for 1, 9 overs bowled. Wajid will continue. Run rate still in the double digits, 10.9 runs per over. Wajid, who took that important wicket but still gave off 15 runs. And another similar looking shot from Yasser. Seems to be his favorite. Lancing on the leg side, trying to just knock it off for singles.
Well, just wait till he gets something outside the off stump.
Has the power, has the capability, and we were just talking about that. Well struck, but finds the fielder at deep square leg. Takes a single regardless. It's going to be an interesting contest, this. Wajid is the wicket-taking bowler, of course, for 7 districts. Got that crucial breakthrough. Hamid, the way he was going, 6s and 4s seemed like his binary code. but he's back into the pavilion. Still a lot of batting yet to come from for IGM. Asif unleashes, it's up in the air and lands safely. 2 runs taken.
Yes, that landed very safe in the end. They come back for 2. Good running between the wickets there. 100 up for IGM in the 10th over.
Yes, indeed, 100 up very early. Very different from the first match that was played there. Another pull shot. Might find the fielder. No, it doesn't. Another boundary. 4 runs for IGM.
Yes, that was nicely struck by Asif Khan there. It was on the shorter side and pulled away brilliantly into the gap. Asif Khan gets a boundary after some time.
It's a pretty decent field setup as well. Not easy to always dissect that fielder. This is cut and cut well in the gap. Another boundary.
This is brilliant batting. This is what Asif Khan is so good at. Picking his spots. And he does it once again. Another expensive over this. 11 of it already. Still a delivery to go.
Yes, indeed. Wajid expensive, which has been the trend with the other bowlers of 7 districts as well. And another wide. Some sort of insult to injury. More runs coming. Wajid attempting the in-swinging Yorker, but missing out on his line.
Last ball.
Big shot coming, I would say. This is scooped, but will find the fielder. Single taken. And that's halfway stage at the end of 10 overs. The score is 1-1-1 for 1. Halfway stage. Haider being the pick of the bowlers so far, but everybody else has been hammered left, right and centre at this Sharjah Cricket Stadium. 10 overs bowled. IGM 1-1-1 for 1 at a run rate of 11.1. This is the different binary code. Just 1s and 0s in the whole scoring that has come at the end of 10 overs.
Asif Khan on strike. Shahid to bowl and he starts off with a wide. First over went for 25 runs.
Yes, very bold of the captain Haider to give him another opportunity, especially since Asif Khan has decided to unleash. He will definitely try to take advantage with the possible low morale of Shahid right now. 25 runs given off the first over. But he does have potential. He can move the ball around, provide some good outswingers. And a dot ball, much to the delight of Shahid. You can see the game slowing down a tad bit now, but it is Asif Khan on strike and they have a lot of batting yet to come. Asif Khan will know that, and ideally they would want one batsman, Yasir, who's rotating the strike anyway. Asif Khan, who's been in the crease for quite some time, will want to take on Shahid. He takes on Shahid, he takes on well. 1 bounce towards the boundary, 4 runs added to Asif Khan.
That was not timed as well as you would have liked, really. Had he timed it well enough, that would have gone for 6.
It's just missing out. And intelligent batting this by Asif Khan. It's not like he's just going for the slog. He noticed that the fielder, there's no long off there. It was just a mid off. All he needed to do was get one on his slot, especially since the ball is moving on the outswing side, and just help himself for a boundary.
Yes, and there is Yasir Kaleem in the middle. Rizwan CP to come. Sandeep Singh to come. Hazrat Lukman, we know what he can do.
Haider was speaking at the toss that he has a good bowling attack. He believes in his bowling and the bowlers. He would want to ideally restrict them to under 150. It's certainly not worked his way so far. And a rare dot ball there.
Very rare indeed. That too wide.
Yeah, that could have sliced any fruit vegetable in the world. Almost perpendicular, the bat. Had he even remotely touched it, could have run well towards the gully, maybe find itself to the boundary.
Ooh. Again, a similar length and a similar line. Play and a miss.
Yes, asking the question, Asif, to the umpire for a wide, but that was well within the line. 10.88, and this is the most interesting thing, is that not once has their run rate gone in the single digits, Nishant. And this is absolutely well planned and just exactly what they would have wanted. They have able to execute it.
Is it uppishly? And will he get it past the fielder there? No. Good stop. And they'll pick up 2. Good running between the wickets there.
Yes, very critical. Good fielding effort as well. He had to cover a lot of ground. Almost missed it at one point when it slipped off his hand, but well stopped regardless. Saved at least 2 runs. And Shahid now has come back well in his second over. Just 6 runs given so far. He would want to finish well. But it is Asif Khan on strike.
Shuffles across and pushes it wide of the fielder inside the circle. Single taken. That will be the end of the over. 11 bowled. 119 for the loss of 1 wicket.
So there we are, a very good looking scorecard. If you are an IGM supporter, 119 for 1, 11 overs. Asif Khan still going strong. Yasir providing great support. It will be Haider, the captain, will continue proceedings. Will desperately be looking towards getting a wicket. They need to break the partnership somehow. Looking very dangerous, these two.
Backs away, that's been slapped away, and attempt by Ghaffar has gone in vain as it runs away to the fence for 4.
Well, brilliantly placed there. It looked like it was a regulation single towards that deep point fielder, but found that gap brilliantly, Asif Khan. Just 2 runs short of his half century.
Easily pushed towards long on. Will pick up the single. Move on to 49 now.
Is what IGM has done brilliantly throughout the 11 overs that they've batted is they've not given away too many dot balls. Every delivery that was thrown at them, they have managed to score a run almost in every case. Especially, of course, after the brilliant start there by Hamid, yes. 68 runs scored.
Asif punches off the back foot straight to the fielder. Little bit of a fumble. Wanted a single. He's being sent back. Oh, now they will take the single. A lot of things happening there.
Well-deserved 50. Supported well at the beginning of the innings. And now getting aggressive. There was a little bit of a question mark there. But the throw was not accurate and converted that into a run finally.
Kaleem on strike. 5 of 8 is what he's batting on. That's nicely played. Good placement there. Soft hands. But they will settle down. Oh, they'll come back for 2. Fumble allows the second run to be scored. And Haider is not happy. He is not happy at all.
It's almost as if this is the norm for 7 districts. They're already suffering as it is with the explosive batting and aggressive batting by IGM. And punched over for a single. Completes over number 12. The score is now 129 for 1. $129 for 1, 12 overs. Yasser and Asif Khan going strong. Current run rate at 10.75 runs per over. And Shahid will continue proceedings for 7 districts.
Yes, Shahid bowled a very good previous over there. Just the 7 runs conceded by him. Coming back from a 25-run over that was good.
I'm getting the feeling now Yasser will also start going aggressive. They have enough batting and just 8 overs left.
On cue. Well, straight to the fielder there. Just a single.
Yes, chances not created yet by 7 districts. Of course, they had a few fumbles that did not help them either. It also gives some sort of confidence to both the batsmen out there to go for the big hits. Asif Khan, now that he's completed his 50, I can guarantee you he's going to go ballistic this over.
Yes, not a bad time to ask you what do you think is going to be the final score?
Usually, Nishant, you are spot on, but this time I feel 225, let's say.
I was thinking around 220. Definitely looks on here. 8 overs to go, 9 wickets in hand, and the kind of batting to follow.
Actually, it would be a shame if they would not be able to reach that score. The stage is set very well for the batters, and with the current run rate of already at 10.62, even through the middle innings, is really impressive. Yasser hasn't unleashed himself quite yet, but this is the over. This is the over he's going to go. He's already been eyeing the fielders on the offside. There's just the third man on deep, of course, long off and deep backward point.
Nicely done. Lovely shot. Look at the timing. Look at the placement. And it will be a boundary.
Yes, the dismays on fielding continues for 7 districts. Rather lazy attempt there. Kicked it off with his left leg eventually. And another boundary, this time for Yasser.
Yes, and Yasser really paced his innings brilliantly in that last match.
Yes, the woes for 7 districts continue.
Nicely bowled, nicely bowled. Good comeback there from him. Yasser playing and missing, dot ball.
Definitely going to be eyeing the deep backward point area for those deliveries. He just needs to beat Gully and he will get there quite comfortably.
And this, despite the fact that it's the longer side of the boundary, comes down the track, looks to drive, misses it.
Absolutely brilliant here from Shahid, I must say. He has kept his nerve after being hammered in his first over for 25 runs. He has been good so far, at least compared to the other bowlers. If it wasn't for the misfield, it would have been much easier on the run scored off this over. 7 has come so far regardless of the 5 balls bowled. Down the ground, this is sliced. And another misfield, would you believe it?
Well, the reaction of the fielder suggested it's a boundary, and boundary it is. They're going ballistic now, I think. 225 might just go over that.
Yes, indeed.
13 overs bowled, 139 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Haider is back into the attack. 139 for 1, 13 overs bowled. Asif Khan and Yasser going strong. 51 of 41 for Asif. Yasser 17 of 15. Current run rate still above 10 runs per over. 7 overs to go. This is hit high in the air. Could this be an opportunity? No. Sails over the boundary, 6 runs. And as we see the replay of that beautiful shot, there's a change in voice. It will be Mr. RK who will join me. My apologies, KR who will join me. Sorry.
Thank you, Azhar. You still equate me with R.K. Lakshman.
RK Lakshman.
R.K. Narayan, but unfortunately...
RK can be other things. RK is Ranbir Kapoor.
Yes,
Rishi Kapoor.
yeah, thank you so much. And here, as we see flowing drives and spectacular hits, it's a treat to watch this match. We are in the best seat in the stadium, and we should be lucky we commentate on these talented cricketers.
Yes, indeed. One of the better matches that we've seen. Converting this into 2. Could this be a chance? The throw not strong enough. 2 runs to Yasir.
The players out are some of the best batsmen in, or best players in UAE. Domestic cricket.
Yes, the body language of the fielders, KR, honestly, this time The fielder was not even aware that the ball was coming towards him. So many misfields. The captain will definitely not be happy. And attempts like these, trying to stop the ball with your foot isn't something that we see regularly.
The situation is that most of the bowlers except Haider has been hopeless or helpless against this batting. See, look at that. You bowl up to him, he will hit you for a boundary. You bowl short, he will hit you for a boundary.
Yes, well sliced this, noticing that there's no fielder there towards that third man area, slicing it between gully and point and finding the boundary. 14 overs gone. The score is a 153 for 1. Shahid to bowl his final over, has been doing well for the last 2 overs that he bowled. Sliced again, finding that gap once again. This will run to the boundary. Another 4 runs added to Yasir.
Here, you pitch it up. Now go and fetch it from the boundary.
Yes, it's been fetching all around for the fielders, especially at the boundary line for 7 districts. A few mishaps in fielding as well. At least 10 runs additional gifted to the already high score of IGM.
Yasir Kaleem is another batsman who can massacre the bowling.
Yes, indeed. Now the options getting lower and lower for 7 districts. So much more batting yet to come. Yasir goes high. Will this be taken? Finally, another wicket falls down for IGM. Yasir departs.
Must be a huge relief. 1 wicket. It was in the air, hit high, and this caught. 157 for 2. Shahid strikes. Although 46 runs have come off his bowling, he must be a happy man. He saw the back of Yasir Kaleem.
And the score is now 157 for 2. Sandeep Singh comes into bat for IGM Interglobe Marine, looking strong.
Sandeep is one who enjoys hitting boundaries too, and sixes of course. And don't be surprised if he attempts it with the very first ball he faces.
There you go, the first ball. Well timed there, pushing it towards the offside for a single. Too many options. Rizwan CP still yet to come in for IGM. I think they're reserving him for the final 3 or 4 overs.
Also, he is a fine bowler, so he can be utilized in any way. And imagine the UAE captain at to bat.
Yes, indeed. Fine player. Sliced again, but blocked this time. No run taken, a rare dot delivery. Yes, UAE did in fact register their first World Cup victory in Australia. Could not make it to the Super 12s, but a great character shown by the team. And that 6 of 109 meters will be long remembered.
It's indeed creditable. There are some good shows by UAE in World Cup. Off the back foot, punched to the deep.
Yes, indeed. Shahid has come back well.
For a long, long time, Shahzad Altaf's best bowling figures in the World Cup remained as the record for the World Cup till it was broken about 6 years later.
Yes, indeed. So, final ball of the spell of Shahid. Lofts high. Opportunity taken. Haider takes the catch. And Sandeep departs.
So we will see Rizwan coming out. Sandeep hit it uppishly. Let's see, is it? And 159 for 3 at the end of the 15th over. Rizwan walks in. Fresh from landing from Australia.
Yes, indeed. The eruption of joy at the fall of Sandeep can mean only one thing. CP Rizwan comes into the middle. The stage is set for him. 5 overs remaining. He will take the opportunity to guide IGM to a score of a minimum of 210, I would say. So we had a prediction, KR. So I said 225. Nishant said 220. What do you think?
I will take in between.
222 or
22 or
223.
23.
Absolutely.
And there goes
Another
mile.
opportunity. Opportunity. Will he be taken? Dropped. Would you believe it? Almas must have missed to pray to the fielding gods today, because definitely not the best day for him at the field. A rather easy opportunity missed out by him.
That was hit very, very high, up above the sky so high, and landed in the hands, but slipped out.
Yes, up above the sky so high, like diamonds. But, oh, that's played well. Boundary of the first ball for CP Rizwan.
What a lovely shot that is. Look at the way he shaped it, bisecting the fielders.
And which was also another unsurprising fielding effort from the team of 7 districts.
Off the front foot, pushed to long off, and they go for a single.
Yes, Asif Khan has been there from the very first ball of the match. 15 overs, and he's still there. 64 of 48. Provided excellent support at the beginning. And he lofts it. Lofts it well. Straight bat, 6 runs.
He got one of those juicy deliveries for which he just, all he did was lift it and place it outside the boundary.
Yeah, well, the match referee and the management of Sharjah Cricket Stadium, they better have a lot of extra balls with them, because you can find few of them going towards There it is, lofted again. But this time he will take only a single. And gives CP Rizwan back on strike. Yes, Rais needs to pull out something extraordinary. And finds the gap, another boundary. Well placed by CP Rizwan, dissecting that gap between point and gully. No cover there in the deep, and the timing sweet enough to find its way to the boundary.
What a shot that was. Placing so well that everyone could only watch that ball race to the boundary.
Yes, if you ever want to see a glimpse of a horror show, that would be the bowling scorecard of 7 districts, barring Abdul. Everyone else getting hammered all throughout the park. Rais, Wajid, each 15 and 14 runs given. Shahid and Almas, similar. Not the best day for Almas as well at the field. Couple of misfields and a catch dropped. And it seems like the morale of 7 districts is rather low now.
Especially when you are attacked, when a positive batting is at the other end, it is bound to happen. Those are the moments you have to rise above. But if you don't lose the spirit, if you bowl 4 good overs and get them under 200, you are still in the game.
Yes, absolutely. Getting bowled under 200, I can tell you, KR, is a very, very long shot. The way Asif Khan, who finds the boundary once again. What a shot.
Can we call it the squat shot?
You can call it anything, but the way he can find the fielders, he has a GPS on his head because he knows exactly where each fielder is, and this is the smart way. Doesn't need to put too much power into his shot, just finding that gap between the fielders there, between short fine leg and square leg, beautifully placed there for 4. Asif goes strong, but this time finds the fielder, just a single taken.
Always when he bats, we have to say the bowler bowls and he smashes it or he whacks it. These are terms, sometimes you run out of adjectives.
Yes, indeed. I think we could probably record them and put it on autoplay, because that's going to be the approach from both these batsmen for every single ball from now on. CP Rizwan, just 3 balls faced, 9 runs taken. Abdul, this is sliced in the air. Lands safely, another single taken.
Smooth batting.
Yes, indeed. Asif Khan, 76 of 52. Such a well-placed innings this by IGM. Asif Khan, very mature in his innings, very mature in his approach. And that could be called a wide. Yes, it is.
Add to all these kind of deliveries, 2 are harmful.
Yeah, I think Abdul Ghaffar found Asif Khan moving towards the off stump and tried to keep it as wide as possible, but well left there by Asim Khan.
All this happens when the bowling is smashed, they waver in length.
I expect a big one, but did not get his timing right on that occasion, drifting towards long off for another single.
The boom from the bat keeps hearing when Asif is there.
Asif and Rizwan as well will be eyeing that mid-off fielder. There's no long off. There's no deep covers. A little miss of length. This is pulled high up in the air and out of the stadium. CP Rizwan is on fire.
That was beautifully timed, beautifully placed, and placed outside the stadium.
Yes, they better have a high budget for this match because you can see many more such balls getting hit out of the park. CP Rizwan and Asif Khan. What a dangerous combination these two are. It's like having Kohli and ABD together. Asif Khan is playing the innings of Kohli today. Well balanced. Great approach. CP Rizwan just hammering those loose balls for boundaries all over the park.
I think when you are batting against such strong bat team like this, powerful hitters, IGM, the bowling team should be imposed ball allowance.
You, Mr. KR, is on fire tonight. And that too, after reporting this is your third match.
Yes.
This is a triple header. KR has been in the ground from 10 a.m.
12 o'clock.
12 o'clock.
Junior cricket, first.
The semi-finals.
Yes, under 14.
Under 14 semi-finals. Then, of course, the double header of the CBFS League T20. A low-scoring match, that one. And just the opposite. Finding the gap. Will this run to the boundary? Doesn't have enough strength in the ball to reach there. Regardless, finds 2 runs for himself and the team.
Good running.
And after the end of 17 overs, the score is 192 for 3. $192 for 3, 17 overs bowled. If you're an IGM fan, that's a very good-looking scorecard. Almas, not his day today so far. Can he create magic with the ball? 24 runs given off his 2 overs. Asif Khan will face Almas, and a similar field setup. They don't have a long off or a deep extra cover, so a little bit lapse in length KR. The ball will find itself to the boundary.
At this stage, field setting, does it matter this? Because they're going to hit every ball. There, he steers it away, but to deep third man, gets a single.
Brings CP Rizwan on strike. Very fearless batsman.
One thing is sure, that all the balls will go somewhere near the boundary, because that's the way these two bat.
Yes, indeed, no doubt. And captain running out of options, hoping Almas will try to bowl a tidy over, try to restrict them not to score more than 8 to 10 runs. Just a single has come off the first ball. Rizwan goes high. Could this be taken opportunity? Another drop, and this seems like, I think, the first match that you reported, KR, with under 14 players could have probably fielded better.
Looks like the fielding is at its lowest, mainly because more out of desperation due to big hits, I think.
Yes, but you got to take those, KR. I mean, I can understand the odd one or two catches being dropped, but dropping CP Rizwan for a regulation catch will result in shots like this by Asif Khan, but finds the boundary. No, doesn't find the boundary, just a single taken. Yes, now just 3 balls remaining of this over. Rizwan is on strike. I think he's going to go big for sure. It'll be interesting to see where. Again, that gap, there's no long off present. This will be a wide and well taken by the keeper.
This is, he wavers in his length. Rizwan is more about timing. Is how you saw how he placed 2 boundaries, but the man next to him, at the other end, is full of power, and over and above timing, he has the ability to hit the ball out of the ground.
Yes, indeed. A fielding change, long off, present now. Deep third man comes inside the 30-yard circle. Smart movement. This would mean that Almas will try to bowl a little bit more fuller and straighter, not give him room to slice it. That almost got stuck into the pitch. Hit straight by Rizwan, just a single.
He moves to 20. 2 more balls to go in this over.
Yes, Asif Khan, well positioned, has been the anchor of this innings, no doubt, after the explosive start in the power play. He has contained the innings, and now he will be looking for the big ones. Asif Khan goes high and out of the stadium. Another 6.
Look at the way he picked it from almost off stump and hit it to the cow area corner.
I got a feel for Almas today. He is indeed one of the best bowlers for 7 districts, but it's not just him. Every bowler has been hit out of the park. The difference being Asif Khan now finding ground.
Now the question is, can Asif Khan reach his century? The fear of hit has resulted in this wide. Yes.
Yes, a slow ball attempted, a leg spin rather, but missing out on his line. Not the worst delivery to ball if he can pitch it right. Asif Khan, 85 of 56. What an innings. He's been there since ball 1. So change in fielding now. Long off, goes back to mid-off, and the deep third man is back where he is. Expected to bowl a shorter delivery. Cut well. Could this find the boundary? No, it doesn't. Another misfield, and single converted to 2 runs.
He moves to 87. And the end of the 18th over, 206 for 3.
So 2 overs to go. Almas expensive in his previous over. CP Rizwan on strike, driven straight, and a single taken regardless. Haider, I think, almost scared to throw the ball. He doesn't want to have another misfield, especially the way the fielders have gone about today for 7 districts.
That brings Asif Khan on strike. 87, 13 more needed for his century.
Yes, I'm pretty sure Asif Khan may not even be aware of his score. He's just looking at the total and missing out on this occasion. Well bowled this by Abdul Ghaffar.
For him, this many balls remaining is enough. He's such a batsman. It's a glorious knock.
Yes, indeed. Now Asif Khan gonna go big. Missing out again, beautifully bowled by Abdul Ghaffar. Hints of momentum shifting towards 7 district in the last 2 deliveries. The score 207 to rare dot balls.
And that too in the 19th over is remarkable.
Yes, indeed. Well done this by Abdul Ghaffar.
Hope he maintains it.
Going across, a big shout. Could have been the inside edge.
Yes, it's off the bat. He played it on to his spats.
Yeah, for a brief moment there, it looked like he missed it, KR. But would have been a good shout, would have been interesting to see. Of course, we don't have the DRS, but good shout regardless. And that brings CP Rizwan on strike. Last ball, or rather 2 more balls to go of this over. Brilliantly done this by Abdul Ghaffar so far. 2 dot balls, 2 important dot balls. Glancing it towards long on for a single. CP Rizwan wanted 2 there, rightly sent back by Asif Khan.
Let's see whether Asif Khan will go for the big one in this over, in this ball. The last ball of the over.
Last ball of the over has done well. Abdul Ghaffar in this over so far. He would want to finish well. Asif Khan will want to dispatch this for a boundary. Let's see who wins. And it's the bowler who wins. An attempted shot missing out, and an appeal from the whole squad of 7 districts for a caught out.
Appeal for caught behind.
And that's the end of the 19th over. The score is 209 for 3. So that's the scorecard, 87 of 61 so far. Asif Khan, Hamid, of course, the explosive start that gave IGM one of their best power play scores in the CBFS T20 League. Last over now, it will be Almas. 38 given off of his 3 overs bowled. typical field setup. However, there seems to be 5 fielders inside the circle, which I'm not too sure, KR. What is the thought of the captain?
We can see a lot of fielders on the boundary line. That's a good delivery on the block. Just a single.
It's very bold, KR, for sure. The final over, they have 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. They could well use one fielder towards the boundary. Very, very interesting, KR.
Yes, indeed.
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the captain himself is not aware of this, because there were so many fielding lapses from 7 districts. Definitely hasn't been their day in the field so far. And at the final over, this is definitely quite interesting to see. Very brave.
Oh, with tremendous power, smashed it away for 4 runs.
Yes, indeed. Well placed this by Asif Khan. Poor decision this from the captain, I would say. 5 fielders inside the ring, not really required at this point.
When such a powerful batsman is there in the middle.
Yes, I don't understand, KR. Honestly, this is beyond anyone's understanding. Final over, Asif Khan doing so well, 91 of 62. They have the opportunity to keep another fielder. This is sliced in the air.
Racing away to the boundary.
And another 4.
And they kicked it to the boundary. Look at that, what happened. 2 players racing towards, one stopped while other kicked it. So it looked like a football.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. I think they came to the wrong ground today, 7 districts, because I was told that there is a football ground nearby.
It's
They could have
behind.
possibly been mistaken for what match they're playing, because definitely their head is not into the game. There are only 4 fielders at the boundary.
And now he goes for 1. He's on 96.
CP Rizwan a bit dismayed. He wanted Asif Khan back on strike. He wanted him to complete the century. 219 for 3, 2 deliveries to go. Still 5 fielders inside the circle, KR. Maybe I'm not getting it, KR. What sense do you make out of this?
Not cricket sense, but definitely. And there, the single. Oh, I think it's racing away to the boundary.
Yes, the keeper running. Will the ball win again? Not this time.
They have only taken a single, I think, to give strike for Khan. Yes, sportingly, Rizwan has refused the rest of the runs. Which can he hit this last delivery for a boundary and get that well-deserved century?
Yes, it's as if there was one of the matches which India played, I can't remember which one, where Kohli played so well. Dhoni just blocked the ball to give him strike to finish off the game because he deserved it. I think CP Rizwan is doing the same thing.
And he does it. It goes to the boundary and he gets it.
Century. Well played this by Asif Khan. Not out. Played the entire 20 overs of this match. And this is a score that he's going to remember for the longest time. 100 of 65 deliveries. Finishing well. Taking the score to 224. Which is a tie between me and you, because you said 223 and I said 225. I think Nishant lost out on this one, although he did say 220.
No, I said between 220. And whatever it is, there Khan returns to the dugout. As I said when the batting started, he is undoubtedly the King Khan of UAE cricket.
King Khan is Asif Khan tonight. 100 of 65, of course, brilliantly supported by another Khan, Hamid, which is, I would say, King Khan whole squared. 63 of 22 deliveries, one of his best innings so far. Yasir playing a cameo, 24 of 19. Sandeep missing out 1 of 2, and CP Rizwan for his brilliant 24 of just 12 deliveries. 12 extras. The score for Interglobe Marine stands at 224 for 3. And this is a sorry-looking bowling scorecard. Almas, 4 overs, 53 runs at an economy of 13.25. Haider did well in his first 2 overs, but missed out, gave away too many runs. 4 overs, 33 runs. Shahid taking 2 wickets to his name. 4 overs, 48 runs, economy of 12. Abdul Ghaffar did brilliantly in the second last over. 4 overs, 30 runs. Raiz, 2 overs, 30 runs, 15 economy. And Wajid, very similar, 2 overs, 28 runs, 1 wicket taken. And this is the highlights. It has been Hamid all the way. Flicks on the leg side. Slapping it towards long on. This beautiful shot. Down the ground for another 6. Some miss hits. This one as well. Hitting all over the park. This was the injury. Slapping this time. Offside, onside, name it. Lot of cut shots played. Finding the placement so brilliantly. Both Hamid, CP Rizwan as well. And a brilliant catch taken by Almas there. Lot of slice shots played with the fielders up in the 30-yard circle. Catch taken. Sandeep missing out as well. And after that, it has all been Asif Khan and CP Rizwan. Asif Khan hitting all over the park. No bowler was spared. Beautiful placement, beautiful timing, and a century to his name, a score that will be long, long remembered by him and by his team. Interglobe Marine reaches to the magical 224 runs, just 3 wickets lost, and the required run rate at 11.25 required for 7 districts to win this match. They need 225 runs that they will need to chase from 20 overs. This is match number 21. We are at the halfway stage, live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium.
Welcome back after the break. 11.25 is the required rate right now. And of course, 225 runs needed in 20 overs by 7 districts. It is going to be a very, very difficult task indeed. We'll wait and watch how do they go about it up front. It is not going to be easy at all. And the batsman will have to get off to a glorious start. If they get off to a good start, then we might just have interest in the game for a longer time. And it looks like it's a bit of a surprise. If I'm not wrong, it is Rais who's come out to open. So they are sending out positive signals here. Alongside me is K.R. Nair.
Thank you, Nishant. Very, very sporting acts in the middle. They congratulating Asif Khan for his century. Everyone respects Asif Khan, whom they all fondly call as Lala. And to chase such a mammoth score, you need a positive start, a good start, and Rais Ahmed faces the first delivery.
Right then, we are all in readiness. Tawqir will be bowling the first over. And that goes right through. That will run away to the fence for 4. And 4 byes to start the innings. Something that IGM won't be too happy about.
I think the movement beat the keeper than the batsman, and it kept a bit low too. 4 byes of the first ball is an unusual start. This time collected well. Also outside the off stump. They're chasing a mammoth total of 224 for 3 scored by IGM. This time cut to point. No run. Rais has faced 3 balls, but it to be off the mark. But the scoreboard is 4 for no loss due to that first ball by. Very well bowled, Tawqir. That is coming into the batsman, played back to the bowler. A bit of advice from Asif Mumtaz, the experienced campaigner. Well bowled. The ball this time 2 came in. They go for a single. Rises off the mark.
First runs off the bat there.
Last ball of the over, but 2 more balls remaining. Down the leg side, another wide. Very good delivery, forcing the batsman to play defensive. So first over, 6 runs for no loss.
Hazrat Luqman to bowl to Rais. Shortish delivery outside the off-stump. Rais looks to cut. Play and a miss. And that is a dot ball to start the spell for Hazrat.
Hazrat Luqman looking for an early wicket. Delivery, but beautifully played and beautifully placed, I must tell you. Look at that. Aha, beautiful. Finds the gap, races away to the boundary.
Yes, just a gentle push. And the ball goes away to the boundary. First boundary of the bat in this innings.
The required run rate is over 11. So they need to get these shots, these boundaries. This through the vacant area and goes for a boundary. The fielder did get his hands to it, but in the end it went through him.
So back-to-back boundaries here. Hazrat Luqman has the tendency of being a little expensive sometimes.
And these 2 shots that were played by Rice was deliberate. The first one was elegantly placed, and this one we knew there was no fielder. Once again, played correctly to the covers, but no run.
So dot, 4, 4, dot. That is this over so far. Comes down the track, looks to go for the big shot. Play and a miss.
That was a risky shot. He wanted to play that shot because he wanted to hit over the fielders, but did not connect. The last ball of the over.
Oh, he has hit the non-striker. That was another boundary for the taking. But he has hit the non-striker there. The comeback for 2.
It took the power of the shot and gets 2 runs.
2 overs bowled, 16 without loss.
Long way to go. 209 runs needed from 18 overs. As this time goes through him. Oh, that was a wild swing. Could have hit the leg stump. Taukir so far bowled very well. And this time over the fielders, the ball racing ever towards the boundary, and he will get it. And he gets a boundary. Look at that. Hit over the fielders, races to the boundary. Utilizing the opportunity of fielders inside the ring. Sagar gets a boundary.
Sagar on strike. That slapped away nicely. He's got it into the gap. And that will be another boundary.
Excellent shot, well executed, and crosses the ropes. So Sagar has also unleashed his shots. 24 for no loss. And once again powerfully hit, and that also races for a boundary.
Well, this is a superb start here. Beautifully struck again. That's boundaries galore here.
Taukir looks helpless. The fielders were also helpless. They could only watch the ball fly over them to the boundary. As Taukir bowls. Brilliant delivery outside the off stump, almost forcing him to edge.
Excellent recovery there by Taukir after being hit for those boundaries. And Sagar very pleased at the moment with those boundaries that he got, 3 of them. Can he get more? Big swing and a miss, or is it? No, outside edge found. Well, for a moment I thought it's a swing and a miss.
And that's the first wicket to fall. Caught behind. Brilliantly caught behind. That had a slight edge. So 7 districts lose their first wicket.
Three overs bowled, 28 for 1.
28 for 1 in 3 overs. Wajid is the new batsman. They have a run rate of 9.33. The required run rate is 11.6. Excellent delivery from Hazrat Lukman. Made him play the ball and beat him.
Nicely played. They pick up a single now.
Replacing Wajid, left-handed batsman. A very good hitter of the ball. Especially we have seen his nice knock with very well timed boundaries. Let's see how he plays today. Down the leg side, a wide. Isn't? Maybe it touched his body or what? Let's see. Yes, I think it brushed his thighs.
Oh, that's too far down the leg side again. That will be 5 wides.
It's a leg bye.
Oh, in fact, beg your pardon, I just got it wrong. Yes, it was off the pads.
It almost looked like a deliberate padding. But the stroke, it hit the pads while attempting a stroke. Nevertheless, the score moves to 33 for 1. And another swing and miss. When chasing such a big total, we are bound to see such swing and miss because every batsman will be looking to go for a big shot.
Yes, they will always look to go for the big shots.
As Wajid faces Hasrat.
That's a good shot. One bounce into the fence for 4. Beautifully struck there.
Excellent placing. Look at that. He knew there is no fielder there. Just turned and hit it to that region. In fact, he didn't hit it. He just placed it to that region for a boundary.
So end of 4 overs, 37 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Cut away, beats the fielder, but Asif Khan runs around and throws it in. The score moves to the 40s. Well run and cut off.
Tawqir to continue in his third over here. Race on strike. Oh, down the leg side. That's another wide there.
So that's 40 for 1. Race on 14. Wajid on 4. Tawqir bowls. Very, very powerfully hit for a straight boundary. I think he wanted to show his leg, but better he moved away from that shot or his leg would have been injured.
Yes, did very well on that occasion.
When such powerful shots are played and you attempt to keep your feet, you may not complete the rest of the over. On the leg side, beautifully turned away. What a shot. Very, very well placed. Look at that. Played with. The ball went like a bullet.
Absolutely wonderful shot that from Rais. Rais and Wajid can both be very dangerous. Slow delivery this time. He waits for it and pulls it away. Chase for Hamid. And
Just stops inside the boundary. Anyhow, umpire is checking. The ball did not touch the rope as far as we know, but whether he had a connection with the ball, we will have to wait and see. No. So that's the 50. Pulled away, pulled mightily into the stands. Look at that. Flowing shot. Very well picked. Making the fielder watch helplessly. That is sailing over him into the seats.
so that's a 6. A mighty blow there from Rais. 30 of 17 is what he's batting on right now.
Race is leading the race of his team towards the target. Oh, smashed away. What a treat to watch. One on the leg, now one on the off. He is on fire.
Beautiful striking there. Excellent shot. Another boundary added to the tally. 5 overs bowled. 60 for 1.
By those hits, the run rate has gone beyond the required run rate. Which makes Asif Mustafa introduce himself into the attack. And that beats the fielder and the ball races to the boundary.
Yes, what a welcome to Asif Mumtaz into the attack here. That was struck very well by Wajid. But I don't think that Asif will be very bothered with that kind of approach that Wajid has taken. He would in fact be very pleased. And that's it, straight down the ground. Result the same. Consecutive boundaries here for Wajid.
Looks like he is out to hit Asif Mumtaz out of his length. He's a dangerous bowler if settled. And this time hit high in there. Is it? Oh, it falls on the no man's land, but gets 2 runs. 10 runs taken off the first 3 balls.
Yes, not the kind of start Asif Mumtaz would have expected. And quicker one and knocked over.
That's what happens if Asif is punished. You have to be really, really careful. That is the experience he carries in his shoulders, carries in his arms. He has seen many such occasions where he has been attacked, but many a times he comes on top. And here is another example of how he gets wickets.
As he's a wicket-taking bowler, and you can expect him to do this over and over again. So that is the end of Wajid. It's 70 for 2.
So 2 more deliveries remaining in Asif's over. First 3 balls were hit for 10 runs. Very good delivery on the block.
Shahzad definitely has recovered from that blow to the head. He's come out to bat at number 4.
This is a chance for him to play a great knock. He was hurt, and it's the time for him to take revenge for the pain that he had to endure. Let's see. Can he get on top?
Nicely bowled, bit of turn there, dab down towards the fielder at short third. Another dot ball.
11 runs came off that over, but he took the wicket. So 71 for 2 at the end of the 6th over, and power play.
Didn't get up to the best of starts with the power play there, but suddenly they decided to take the attack. 3 boundaries in the same over before, edging one to the wicket keeper for Sagir. Then of course Rais also decided to score some runs. That was how the power play was. Expensive first over from Asif.
Harry into the attack. Off the back foot, he waited the ball to turn and play to the leg side. Goes for a single. Harry Barwal. Shot hit over the fielders and for a boundary. That was too short and asking to be hit, and he hit it. Look at that. Gave him the width and he went for it.
Yes, a little bit of width, and Rais was onto it in a flash.
This is a mighty hit, but not strong enough to go to the boundary.
Yes, didn't time it at all on that occasion. Lucky that it didn't carry to the fielder. Shahzad will be on strike now, batting on 2 of 2. Turn. And Shahzad goes on the back foot and just tucks it away.
For the second time, he waited for the turn and played it to the leg side. Comes out and hits it over the fielder, but well fielded by long off.
Yes, I think Ahmad Shafiq doing the fielding there.
Good stop. The last ball of the over. He's given away 8 runs already. This time turned away beautifully. The ball is racing away to the boundary. Harry is absolutely disappointed, but very, very well placed. He waited for the ball to turn and knew that there was no fielder and placed it very well to get a boundary. So at the end of the 7th over, 83 for 2.
Asif Mumtaz to continue, and Rais has gone for the big shot. It's up in the air and lands safe. Excellent attempt there by the fielder in the deep. That is another couple of runs added to the tally. Time for a change in voices now as Azhar comes in to replace K.R. Nair.
Thank you, Nishant. So, a good start this by 7 districts. 85 for 2 in 7.1 overs. The match is well balanced right now. Rai is going strong. Shahzad just come in 7 of 4. They still need another 138 runs from 75 balls. Required run rate lower. Than their current run rate. Big shot up in the air. Rise goes big. Will this clear the boundary? Yes, it does. Out of the ground. 6 runs.
Mighty hitting. Absolutely mighty hitting this. And Rais moves on to 49 of 25 deliveries. Time for a fresh ball.
Rais looking dangerous. Similar innings as that of Asif Khan being replicated by Rais right now. And 7 districts are in for the money. They haven't given up. They might have shown some different body language when they were fielding, but as and when they came into bat, they've decided to give it everything. An important match, this do or die, I would say, in a way. And it's going to be Rais who's going to be crucial in deciding the fate of this match for 7 districts. Change of ball. That one went out of the stadium. Rais just 1 run short of his 50. His half century, a well-deserved one. The umpire's just checking the ball.
Yes, couple of deliveries remaining in this over. Not yet found the appropriate ball. Now they have, it seems.
And play resumes. 2 balls left of this over. Rais looking strong, looking aggressive. Comes down the ground. This could be out. Question asked. Did Rais make ground? Seems like he didn't. This will go to the 3rd umpire.
Yes, let's wait and watch. This is going to be a tough call. It is a very close one indeed. Well, IGM feels they've got their man.
Oh yes, he is short. He is well short. This could be a turning point in this match. Absolutely outstanding work this from the captain. Presence of mind personified. Sensing the opportunity, and this might be the captain that saves the game for IGM. Rais departs just 1 run short of his half century. 49 runs of just 26 deliveries, and the score now stands at 93 for 3. Yes, Almas comes into the attack. 93 for 3 is 7 districts. Important wicket taken by the captain himself. Rais departed for 49, was looking really comfortable, was going for the big shots, aggressive batting, missing out to a run out, and this has been blocked by Almas, and at the end of 8 overs the score is 93 for 3. Yes, 93 for 3 is the equation. 8 overs bowled. Shehzad and Almas, comparatively new, both of them into attack when they're batting. With Rais departing of 49, it's a big blow for 7 districts.
Yes, massive blow that. Not going to be easy to overcome that.
The momentum now shifting to IGM.
Such has been a wonderful start this for 7 districts. Their current run rate is above the required rate.
Yes.
Ataullah into the attack. And he starts off with a wide. Not an unusual sight.
Yeah, it's been the case this whole day, in fact. Lots of extras given, even from 7 districts. And now IGM, they have an interesting field setup. They've got fine leg, they've even got deep backward square leg, long on, but they've got mid-off and short cover. So there's no cover towards the long offside and the extra cover region. That will be an area which Shehzad will eye. But not if he bowls like this. Atta getting a good outswinging delivery there.
.94 for 3 in the 9th over.
And after noticing that movement, they have a slip fielder in place.
Not a bad call. That's nicely guided down towards the third man.
It's a single taken. One thing that 7 districts would want to look out for is the pace of their scoring in these middle overs, which is between the 7th and 15th over, let's say, because that is one area that IGM has done tremendously well. They kept their run rate consistently over 10 runs per over. They are still going strong at 11, but mind you, they still have a long way to go. Of 130 runs required of 70 deliveries. Appeal for a catch, but clearly missing the bat. So yes, another 130 runs required now of 69 deliveries. Both Shehzad and Almas, they do not have the privilege to take time to settle down. They have to keep the scoreboard ticking if they need to have any chance of winning this match. A very important match for them.
Yes, they started off their campaign, it's a wide, with back-to-back wins, 7 districts. And after that, 2 defeats, now staring at a third.
Yes, indeed. They, as you were rightly saying a while earlier, they need to get that 6 points, and winning this match, chasing the score of 224, is going to definitely boost their morale and their chances in this CBFS T20 league.
Very well bowled. He's getting that movement away.
And not a lot of footwork there from Almas. He needs to rather try to get to the pitch of the ball, try to get his body as close to the ball as possible. He's been beaten 3 times now so far.
In fact, 7 districts started the campaign with a big defeat against Vision Shipping. Then came back brilliantly with that win against 11 Ace. Another good delivery, another play and a miss. And then followed up with a 69-run win against Sona Gold and Diamonds. But after that, well, once again they got into trouble.
Well, we have to take into account the teams 11 Ace, of course, definitely one of the good teams in this league, but Sona Golden Diamonds have never really found their stride. So a win with them is probably not the same as a win with IGM, a team like IGM, especially chasing that 224. And with bowlers like Atta, cramping Almas, not able to score yet, 0 of 5. And after the end of 9 overs, the score is 96 for 3. Captain to continue. Shehzad will be facing a little bit of heat with the dot balls that came off the previous over.
Bit of a mix-up there, but no damage will be done as Asif fails to collect the ball cleanly.
Yes, bringing Almas back in strike has been his day so far, especially at the field. Of course, he took that brilliant catch to dismiss the first wicket, Hamid. But since then, he's given way too many runs off the... But this is a lofted shot in the gap. Could get 2 runs, a misfield. And the umpire might want to check that, but it looks like he covered ground.
Yes, looked like after a lot of effort, he finally managed to save it.
It's going to be a difficult one, this for the third umpire. But no, not a boundary on this case. Shehzad back on strike. It was quite unfortunate the way Rais got out. I think he came a little too far ahead and never got back. Great throw back from the captain.
Well, Asif will be very disappointed with himself because he has conceded runs today. Whether or not he picks up wickets, he doesn't like to concede runs. Nicely bowled.
Yes, the momentum definitely shifting towards Interglobe Marine in the last couple of overs. This over has been quiet. The last one, Almas was beaten 4 times. This is in the air, lofted. Fielder coming under it, could be taken. That's the end of Almas.
Yes, he was really looking in all sorts of trouble with that tidy over in the previous one. So Almas departs for 3 of 7 and Asif Mumtaz has struck again.
Atta back into the attack. 10 overs completed. 7 districts struggling in the last couple of overs. 2 wickets lost. Rais followed by Almas. And 101 for 4 is the equation. Although they started well, they're finding themselves in a little bit of a soup here.
Yes, a lot of trouble for them as of now. 101 for 4. The advantage that they had of the good start has been nullified here because of the number of wickets they've lost.
I think they need to go all in, Nishant, because there's nothing to lose. If they don't win this match, they are very much out of the tournament. Not with shots like that, beautifully flicked towards deep square leg for a 6.
Yes, that was a good shot. That was a very good shot there over the head of the fielder there. No chance for him. And Asif is not very happy.
I'm not sure why, because that went well over the fielder's head. I don't think he would have covered it that easily, but what a beautiful shot that is.
No, I think he's not happy with Atta for bowling full and on the pads. Oh, that's a quick one. What a response there from Ataullah. That was very quick.
Absolutely, and good movement as well. Atta coming back strong, listening to his captain and getting that much needed dot ball. Shehzad now will definitely go for the big shots. He needs to. The required run rate climbing at 12.21.
A good comeback after that 6. Couple of dot balls.
Yes, indeed. Drifting away. Not able to connect. And Shehzad will be in some sort of pressure after 2 dot deliveries.
Full delivery, played it towards the fielder at point. No chance of a run. He wanted a single but was sent back.
Yes, Ataullah brilliantly bowled so far. Except for that one delivery which I must say wasn't that bad. But the shot by Shehzad, that flick was absolutely outstanding. But definitely he's far more difficult when he bowls this line, but wide given on this occasion.
Just a little error from Ataullah there. Just a little too far outside the off stump.
Just the 6 so far from this over.
Yes, 6 and the wide. And now this single. Final delivery of the 11th over. Ataullah has conceded 8. The first over was brilliant, just the 3 runs.
Yes, and a left-hander won't keep this slip, and rightly so, by the captain, Asif. The ball will definitely nip back inside for the lefty. They have good cover on the leg side. Long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. They're all there. Short fine leg as well. Good field setup this by the captain.
Looks to go for the big shot there. No real timing on that hit. They'll pick up a single. That will be the end of the 11th over. 110 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Eleven overs gone, 110 for 4. The match very much drifting towards IGM for now, Interglobe Marine. 7 districts. 110 for 4 in 11 overs. Not too bad, but they have lost 4 wickets and they will have the pressure of the required run rate.
Yes, it is definitely not going to be easy. Make no mistake about it. But then it was never easy right from ball 1. That's slogged across the line. 1 bounce into the fence for 4. Good shot by Abdul there.
It is absolutely well placed. Finding that gap between deep mid wicket and long on. Much needed boundary, and they need a lot of these come. They need a lot of this to come to their way if they need to have any chance of winning this match. This is slapped on the offside this time. We have to wait for the umpire's signal.
Yes, you don't really see Asif Mumtaz going for so many runs. That's another boundary. This is brilliant stuff from him.
Yes, as we were speaking a while earlier, Nishant, that they don't have many options. They need to stay alive and they need to start hitting the big shots. If they slow down now, there's no way that they can catch up with this mammoth target that needs to chase.
Yes, they just need to keep going. 3 more deliveries to go in this over. Shortish, and that was the quicker one. Asif is very dangerous with his change of pace. That was really fired in very quick.
Just almost clipped the off stump. Very lucky, I would say. Abdul was. This is miscued and taken. Another wicket falls. Another one bites the dust. This is Abdul, who found himself hitting towards long on and safely caught there by Ataullah.
Yes, so another wicket goes down. Abdul looking to go for the big shots. Got a couple of boundaries in the over. And after that, holding out to the fielder in the deep. 3 departs for 9 of 6. 118 for 5. 7 districts. And a lot of turn there. That has been whipped away nicely. There is a fielder in the deep. And that will be a single to finish the 12th over. It's 119 for 5.
So 119 for 5, 3 wickets falling in quick succession for 7 districts. And IGM at this point, I would say the stage is set up for them to take their team to victory unless something extraordinary comes off from Shehzad and Farooq. The game is seeming to be slipping away from 7 districts right now.
So Farooq will be on strike. Ataullah 2 overs, none for 12. Looks to go for the big shot there off the inside edge. Single taken. Oh, they're coming back for 2. Good running between the wickets. Excellent running between the wickets.
And a good dive attempted by Farooq as well. Converted the 1 to a 2 there. Absolutely brilliant running, and they need a lot of this to have any chance of getting close to this target. And mind you, that is the shorter side of the boundary. They managed to get 2 runs. That's absolutely brilliant. Fine leg back inside the 30-yard circle. They've pushed long on towards the boundary.
On the pads this time, tickled away straight to the fielder in the deep. Just a single this time. Can't always get the boundary, can you? Can't always get the couple either.
Yes, and unfortunately for them, they need many more. And I have to say, Nishant, that they need about 103 runs from 46 deliveries. They would have made it to maybe 83 runs from 46 deliveries had their fielding been a bit more tight. A lot of misfields, and especially at the, that's a wide, especially at the last 2 overs, Nishant, they had 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle. Which was quite shocking because Asif was able to dispatch a few boundaries thanks to the captain's field placements.
Yes, but what a knock it was from Rais up front. The way he started was fantastic. And Shahzad, well, he is capable of going for the big shots, but taking the longer boundary on was not the best of options.
Yes, indeed. Unlike 7 districts fielding, Interglobe Marine has been at their very best. A lot of ground had to be covered by Sukumaran to take that catch. Brilliantly done regardless. Shahzad Ali departs off, scoring just 18 of 17 deliveries. The score for 7 districts is now 123 for 6. So, the lower batting order, more than half their squad back into the pavilion, 6 wickets down for 7 districts who are in a difficult position right now. After raise, it has been a cluster of wickets falling down at regular intervals. And 7 districts now, they need a miracle and they need some big hits.
Oh, what better than that? 5 wides.
Yes, I think Interglobe Marine, who has done brilliantly so far in their fielding, of course, this was an absolutely difficult one for the keeper to stop. Atta missing his line by a big mark, gifting 5 runs to 7 districts. .97 required from 45. The equation still very much favoring Interglobe Marine. And I'm getting the feeling now, Nishant, that they don't have batters left, 7 districts. Farooq might be the last recognized batsman.
Yes, sometimes you never know. 7 district can spring surprises.
Yes, indeed. The required rate now climbing up to 13 runs per over. Attempted shot, and Harry almost got that, just pitching short of him.
Yes, that was brilliantly bowled.
Brilliantly fielded as well, Ataullah. Just a bit surprised, but I have to say that was a good fielding effort. The ball was well short of him. Could have easily just slipped through and gone to the fence for a boundary, but well stopped.
Last ball of the 13th over. And brilliant. Right up in the block hole. Ataullah does the trick.
Oh, the perfect example of a Yorker. There was no chance for Heather. Missed it out completely. Clipping the off stump, and the 7th wicket falls down for 7 districts. The score now stands at 128 for 7 after 13 overs. And a change of voice. Mr. I will not say RK this time. KR comes into the comm box. Welcome, KR. And it was a different scene before you left, and suddenly...
Thank you, Asar. Yes, this time off the back foot, punch 2 covers. They go for a quick single, or did they manage? No.
it seems that they've...
Decided against. Yes, when I went off, it was a commanding position, and now it is a collapsing position.
Absolutely well said. Collapsed. This is a perfect example. Again, you can't blame the batsmen. They were trying to keep up with the required run rate, which has now gone to 14 runs and over. An impossible scenario for 7 district to come out of.
It's a known fact that when wickets fall, the run rates climb. Because fresh batsmen on the crease, it's hard to force the pace. And let's see what this pair can do.
A single taken towards the offside. They don't have opportunities now to take singles. In fact, the required run rate is just going to keep climbing up every time a ball is bowled. If it's a dot ball, 14.62 required. And they need a miracle to save themselves from this trap.
Off the front foot.
Yes, 7 districts cannot just play themselves in and just try to score like 150, 160 odd runs, because Interglobe Marine still have another 2 matches to go, and so does Vision. And they're already at 4 points with a better net run rate. That was in the slot, and Farman a little disappointed with himself that he was not able to convert that. And good turn, KR. Really good turn.
Very good turn he generated of that ball. Good 94 runs needed from 37 balls. And this time hit in the air, high, no man's land, go for 2. Yes, that take completed.
Yes, was in the air for some time, but the fielder was far away from attempting that catch. 2 runs taken, and that moves 7 districts score to 133 for 7 after 14 overs. So Harry, or rather Ataullah, comes back into the attack. He will bowl his fourth and last over of his spell. He's done beautifully so far.
Cut away to the deep, rushing for the second, and they make it.
Yeah, the ball, or rather the throw, bouncing a little high there for the keeper. Could have been very close if the throw was a bit more accurate. You can see bouncing, but well run, well completed by Farooq as well. He has run beautifully so far, understands the seriousness of the situation that 7 districts are in this match and even in the tournament. This is high up in the air. The keeper going, rather no, it's the fielder, takes it. Another wicket falls, and a beautiful catch taken there by Asif.
Very well judged.
You can't keep him out of the game, KR. It has been Asif Khan right from the beginning of the match, and it is Asif Khan even with fielding. Beautiful catch taken. Farooq departs for 8. The score is now 135 for 8 after 14.2 overs. So Shahid into the crease now. Very, very difficult position for 7 districts, KR. And I don't know, you may need probably Aladdin's lamp to grant you 3 wishes, and even then that might not be enough for them to get out of the mess they are in.
You cannot chase a big total losing wickets at regular intervals. And this has happened here.
Sata trying the Yorker. Single attempted, direct hit, and he was gone. It's all happening. 7 districts. They are right on the edge.
Someone should have stayed and played a responsible knock, but a lot was done, the damage was done by Asif, basically because he gave the breakthrough.
Yes, indeed. Slower delivery. This will clear the fielder on mid-off, and a much needed boundary.
Beautiful. That is a good shot. This is the kind of shots that should have come from the batsman. Unfortunately, none of them stayed for a long innings.
Yes, a huge responsibility. They need 10s and 15s of those 4s to come their way if they need to have any chance. The required run rate has now reached 16 runs per over. And Atta, in the typical Ataullah fashion, coming back strong, bouncer, I would rather say a short pitch delivery. And Farman was never in a position to even strike that ball.
Tall Ataullah, good strides. Holds the last ball of the over. Ooh, almost yorked him. Gets a single to the leg.
And that's the end of 15 overs. The score for 7 districts is now 142 for 8. Yes, enjoying the game. Definitely looks relaxed. That cat, I would say, must be a Interglobe Marine supporter, because if you are a 7 district supporter, you will definitely be tensed. With Harry back into the attack. Slog shot. This is in the air. And clears the boundary. 6 runs.
Very well hit. From the moment he hit it, it went into the stands. Very good shot.
Yes, indeed. Shahid, much needed boundary for 7 districts. They're definitely going to take on Harry. And a slog and a miss.
Wanted to play in the same region, hoping to get a 6 again. Misses. Harry bowls.
Down the ground, but not able to dissect the fielder there at covers at the 30-yard circle. Gets a single regardless to his name, and brings Farman back on strike. Vision and Interglobe Marine will be competing for the first position.
You would have got cotton bowled. That's not possible.
I wonder if the ball hits the helmet, this would definitely not be 5 runs given in this case, isn't it?
Because that will not go to the... Actually, it has to be taken away. And this time punched through the covers, but there is a fielder behind.
Yeah, misfielded there. Rare misfield, I would say, but it looked like the fielder was bored. He was never ready.
So 150 mark is up. Pulled away. This also will only get a single.
And the end of 16 overs, the score is 151 for 8.
$151 for 8. Rizwan comes into the attack. CP Rizwan, who has many times picked up wickets, especially match-winning spells.
I think this is a catch that'll go towards gully.
The very first ball he strikes, and that's an Afridi.
I stand corrected. A quicker one, and trying to wrap things early. CP Rizwan gets a wicket off the very first ball. Another one bites the dust. Shahid Nawaz departs for 9 of 6 deliveries. And the score now moves to 151 for 9.
Looks like 7 Districts had a meek surrender after a good start. But we have to admit that IGM score was too big, and that could have been chased only with a good start, maintaining the momentum throughout. But Asif did make partnerships, took catches, and has pushed them to this level. So just 1 wicket away from victory. 74 runs is needed of 23 balls. And can he strike again as Rizwan bowls? What a turn.
There's no chance for 7 Districts to come back into the game, and with the net run rate will not help them either. So they'd rather be better off scoring some runs. This is flighted, this is in the air, and that is it. Game over. 7 Districts falls, and falls quick. CP Rizwan gets his 2nd wicket, and it's been a match, an entertaining match that has rather shifted in favor of Interglobe Marine right after power play. That's the end of the match. 7 Districts falling 151 runs all out, and Interglobe Marine gets another win, 6 points, and it's been a match, it's been their match right from the very beginning, Care.
Yes, undoubtedly. From the moment Hamid Khan started hitting, and then followed by Asif Khan, as you can see from the scoreboard.
Yes, 7 Districts scorecard. Rise, of course, being the pick of the batsman. 49 of 26 deliveries. Was going strong until he got out via the run out from the captain himself. Sagir started strong, 12 of 7. See, Wajid 14 of 9, Shehzad 18 of 17, but it has been a complete dismay of batting performance since then. Abdul Farooq, Haider not contributing much. Farman, the last man standing. Shahid and Haider departing as well, with Rizwan picking up 2 wickets towards the end. The bowlers, of course, from Interglobe Marine. Rizwan, the 2 wickets and just 3 deliveries. Atta picked up crucial 3 wickets, economy of just 7.5. Tauqi was a bit expensive but got 1 wicket to his name, and Asif, the captain himself, 3 for 35, including the run out that he created to dismiss the in-form Rise, with an economy for Asif at 8.75. Wickets falling regularly, 28 for the first one, 70 for 2, and then 93.
Check,
and
one,
since then it has just
check.
been a continuous fall of wickets for 7
check,
Districts in
check,
the
check,
end, succumbing to just 151 runs of 16.3 overs. And that's the match summary. Asif Khan of Interglobe Marine, 100 runs of just 65 deliveries, giving justice to the captain's decision to bat first, and Hamid as well, 63 of just 22 deliveries. Excellent strike rate there. And Rizwan finishing well, 24 not out of 12 deliveries. On the bowling end, it has only been Shahid and Wajid who were able to get wickets to their name. but everyone else has been quite expensive. 7 districts, Rais starting off well. Pick of the batsman, 49 of 26. Shehzad 18 and Wajid 14. And the bowlers, of course, Atta and Asif doing the job. And Rizwan finishing things off for Interglobe Marine. 2 wickets of just 3 deliveries that he bowled. And Interglobe Marine win by 73 runs. So, match number 22 will be live tomorrow from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's going to be another double header. Future Mattress, the mighty Future Mattress, will be taking on JVC Stallions. A must win for JVC Stallions. Future Mattress very comfortable in the points table. Live at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium at 4 p.m. And that is it from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. We will now go live to Nishant, who will hand over the Man of the Match award. Thank you all for joining in and watching this live telecast. Nishant will continue proceedings. Thank you and good night.
Well, the beautiful Sharjah cricket ground and the wonderful pitch continues to throw surprises in the first game of the day. Well, just about managed to get past 120 and the team chasing one quite comfortably. And in the second game of the day on the same wicket, we saw 220 posted and a comfortable win for the team defending. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the SkyExchange.net CBFS T20 League Season 2, powered by Fan Code. Before we begin, we'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and the entire administration involved in hosting this tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, title sponsor SkyExchange.net, powered by an official streaming partner Fan Code, event partners TCM, toss partners Arba Sports Services, associate sponsors rsook.com, support sponsors Toyom Sports Limited, merchandise partners 7 District. So in game number 21, ultimately it was IGM which defeated 7 Districts by 73 runs and of course it was a monumental win, very comfortable win, which is probably in all likelihood knocked 7 Districts out of the race for the semi-finals. Time for us to announce the player of the match. Before that, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Iftikhar Ali, is the match referee. Welcome back, sir. Well, It wasn't really a tough call. There were quite a few performances, but one performance that stood out was that of 100 of 65 balls. The Arsuk player of the match is Asif Khan. He receives a gift hamper from rsook.com and a 20% discount voucher on all products purchased from rsook.com. Congratulations आसिफ, बहुत बढ़िया इनिंग्स खेली आपने। और जब सुबह का मैच हुआ 124 रन बने थे, तो आप जब बैटिंग करने गए तो पिच चेंज हो गई या आपका एटीट्यूड ही कुछ अलग था?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र है मैच जीते हैं। नहीं, हमारा प्लान ही यही था कि हमने इसीलिए टॉस जीत के बैटिंग की थी, तो हमारे जहन में कहीं ना कहीं ये था सेकंड मैच है तो फोर्थ इनिंग में थोड़ा स्पिन होगा या मुश्किल होगा, क्योंकि ड्यू नहीं थी, विंड चल रही थी। तो बस स्पेशली अमीद भाई जो है मेरे साथ जो ओपनर, तो हमारी कोशिश यही होती है, कभी वो अटैक करता है, कभी मैं अकॉर्डिंग द सिचुएशन। तो आज प्लान उसको दिया था अटैक के लिए, तो मैं नॉर्मल क्रिकेट खेल रहा था, तो उसमें रन बन गए।
नहीं, आप पिच स्लो बाद में होगी ये बोल रहे हैं, लेकिन पहली इनिंग्स जो इस पिच पर खेली गई थी दोपहर को, तभी पिच स्लो थी, बॉल नहीं आ रही थी बैट पे, अचानक क्या हो गया?
नहीं, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हमारी अच्छी फॉर्म लगी है। मैं भी कंटिन्यू रन्स कर रहा हूँ, अमित भाई भी कर रहे हैं। तो कोशिश यही होती है जब अच्छा बैट पे आ रहा हो, लेकिन बस ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें हैं क्रिकेट में जो आपको मैनेज करनी पड़ती हैं एज ए प्लेयर। तो मैं समझता हूँ एक आम प्लेयर में और अच्छे प्लेयर में यही फ़र्क होता है कि जो मैनेज करता है अच्छे से।
जी, अब 7 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के लिए ये मैच जीतना काफ़ी ज़रूरी था। अब तो ये मैच हारकर उनका मतलब नेट रन रेट भी और बुरा हो गया है, बट आईजीएम अच्छी पोजीशन में है। आप आगे के और 2 मैचेस कैसे प्लान करना चाहते हैं?
जी, हम मैच टू मैच जाते हैं इंशाल्लाह। जो हमारा अगला मैच है तो जैसे हम ग्राउंड में आते हैं उस टाइम फिर हम प्लान करते हैं वो पोजीशन के हिसाब से। तो हमारी कोशिश यही है कि हम पूल में टॉप करें और इंशाल्लाह फाइनल तक जाएं।
जी हाँ, बिल्कुल। और एक मैच एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा अगर आप फाइनल तक जाएंगे आपका मनोरंजन देखने के लिए। बहुत बढ़िया इनिंग्स, ऐसे ही मजा दिलाते रहिए सबको।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
That was Asif Khan, scored a fantastic 100 of 65 balls and earned the Man of the Match award. But right now it's time for us to say goodbye to all of you. Of course, the matches tomorrow. Future Matters take on JVC Stallions, and then the Vision Shipping will take on Sona Gold and Diamonds. All the action begins just before 4 o'clock tomorrow. Till then, on behalf of everybody, it's goodbye and good night from Nishant Majid here. Sleep well. Do take good care.